What's up, guys, and welcome to the Eagle Report. And this was another disappointing performance. It's just so many similarities to the Hawks game. I do feel like we did put in a little bit more effort this week, but still, it's just that first quarter killed us. And we fought back all right in the second half, but I don't know. It's just annoying. I feel like the Days have been pretty poor form as of late, and we're just getting thumped by them. Yeah, there's a lot of negatives to take out of this game, a lot of positives. Why was Jack Williams Jack Williams? I think he was the sub, and so we've got too many tolls on, and that's a problem for us because I feel like it's clogging up space for Allen and Waterman to do what they want. And today, actually, Allen and Waterman played well. They kicked 6 goals between them, I'm pretty sure. And Waterman was playing a bit of a higher up, and then Allen was kind of winning the contested stuff forward of the ball. But I feel like, yeah, we're playing. I think it's too many tolls. Yeah. I think it'd be, I don't know. If we look at our defence as a whole, I think McGovern was definitely the standout. But Witherden, he's just such a frustrating player to watch. I feel like he always looks shaky on the ball, and he always tries to go for that such dangerous passes, and they always get cut off, and yeah, it's just annoying to watch him play. And he's just hanging on to a spot on the side. Hunt, it was okay. Our midfield looks tired. Like Yo and Reid and Kelly were not at it today, even though I think we did win the clearances today, which was surprising because we got dominated in midfield. I spoke about this in the pre-match report. Viney, Oliver, I don't think Petrarca played. Gorn, we got smashing, and I think in the what were the hit-outs like as well, because we actually won the hit-outs, but so annoying. Jimby was pretty good, but yeah, I mean, it's another disappointing display. The positives, I think I've already mentioned this. Allen and Waterman worked well together, and Allen actually, even though he did miss a few that he probably should have kicked, I think he's back in form now. He's back to the old Allen we're used to seeing kicking for. But yeah, he played really bad last week against the Hawks. It's good to see him bounce back. I think some targets we need to look for in the trade period, in the off season. It's definitely a replacement for Darling. Just another key forward that can push up the ground. We definitely need a replacement for Witherden. It's so annoying because we I know this probably won't impact us anymore, but we let Jeddah go for him, and Jeddah was he played so well the years before we let him go. I still will never understand that decision. We let Jeddah go so we could afford Witherden, but I'll never understand that decision. Who's a good defender we could look for? I'm actually not sure. I just don't see the interest in coming to West Coast at the moment from any players. Well, that forward we could look for is probably Georgiades would be one. He played pretty well. this week for Port. I can't remember who they played, but I just remember he was playing well. Maybe Van Rooyen, another West Australian. If we could pick up one of those, that'd be good. Yeah. And maybe another ruckman who can actually play without being injured every week. But yeah, they just dominated, and we get hit on the switch so often. Like when they find space and they find that kick into the corridor and they open up the ground. It's just we get dominated. We just it's so annoying. It's just so yeah. I don't really know what else to say. We can look at the stats here. Here we go. They won the disposal count. No surprise, they dominated us in the midfield. Inside 50s were even. Efficiency was around the same. They were more efficient inside 50, of course. Scoreboard will tell you that. Free kicks the same. We won the hit-outs, clearances, and centre clearances. That is surprising because I feel like we dominated in that midfield. And yeah, they won the stoppage clearances though. Yeah, see, contested possession. That's where we've been dominated. Turnovers, 64 turnovers. I bet half of them were Witherden and Rothen. They controlled most of possession. Yeah, look at that. Mark. Yeah, I mean, this is a classic flogging. Who do we have next week? Round 19 already. We've got the Saints on. Why? That's still a winnable game, I think. We could still do that. But Saints are in good form. Just beat the Swans, so I mean, it'll be a bit of a challenge. I mean, yeah, of course it'll be a challenge. Every game's a challenge for us. I don't really know what else to say. This is the ladder. I'll look at the ladder here. Swans on top. They've off the back of 2 losses. We've seen this with teams where they've kind of slowed down towards the end of seasons. And the first one that comes to the top of my head is the Bulldogs in 2021, falling to 5th after starting the season so well. Sitting top with the D's pretty much the whole way, and then just slipping out of the 4. Carlton in second. I think there's an obvious battle for that top 4, and I think it's between 5 clubs. You could throw Brizzy in there, but I just don't think they can. I just don't think Brizzy realistically can make the 4. They are in good form, but I just feel like I don't know. But they are in good form. I think maybe cut them off after Brizzy. Maybe put that 6. You put Carlton, Freo, Essendon, Cats, Port, and Brizzy all battling for those 3 places in the top 4, and I reckon Carlton will do it. Freo have a tough run home, so I think they might just slip out. Essendon, I think it could be any of these 3. It just depends who hits form at the right time. And you have Brizzy, Port, and Cats. That is. And then here we've got Giants. See, they've been in rocky form. Who did they just play? They beat Carlton, so that's a massive win. Collingwood, Melbourne. I reckon you just cut it off at the Hawks. I don't think the Hawks will make it. They've got a tough run home. Same for the Bulldogs. And then I just think that's annoying me now. I've got to stop that. I think Gold Coast won't have the legs to make it, so I think it's really between these 3. I think Collingwood will make it, to be honest. They've just got the experience and the class around the pitch. Although they've been in pretty rocky form recently, so we'll see about that. And then down you've got the bottom 4. There's a clear gap between. Well, I wouldn't say a clear gap, but there's a clear gap between West Coast and Goats. I was going to say between West Coast and Northern Richmond, but not really, to be honest. Just one game difference. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to the Eagle Report, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.